All right, so we're going to do expected value. So expected value of a discrete random variable is equal to the mean of the random variable. And what that looks like is this little formula. All right, so expected value is equal to, that's what it looks like, e of x, which is equal to mu, which is equal to what we talked about yesterday, the sum of your variable times the probability of those variables. Okay, so it's just another way to say it. So when you multiply the random variable and the probabilities together and add them up, that's when you get your mu, which is also your expected value. So we're going to take a look at example 7. So we're at a raffle. We have 1,500 tickets that are sold at $2 each for 4 prizes of $500, $250, $150, and $75. And you buy 1 ticket. And so we need to find the expected value of your gain. All right, so the expected value of your game, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to subtract our ticket amount from the amounts listed. So we're going to take 500 and subtract the $2 ticket we purchased, because we purchased 1 ticket for $2. Okay, so we get $4.98. So we're deducting our purchase from the possible winnings that we could have. So when you do a raffle, if you buy a $5 ticket and the prize is $50, you're really only winning $45. So we need to subtract the amount of our purchase, which is $2, from the different prize values to get the amounts that they're actually worth because of what we spent. All right, so now this is the value of what we're looking at. So then we're going to take those numbers and we're going to write a probability distribution for the possible gains or outcomes that we're given. So if we have a gain that is a negative number, that would represent a loss. So if you owe money in your bank account, it's negative, that would be considered a loss. So we're going to use our information to help us fill out our probability distribution below. Okay, so with doing that, the gains that I have, we've got $498. So if I were to win from the $500 prize, I really only win $498. If I win the $250 prize, I really only win $248, and so on and so forth. So 248, 73. I have an extra box in there. 48, 148. Okay, so then this last one, we're going to cross this one out. We don't need it. This last box right here represents if we don't win. Because there's always the chance that just because there are 4 prizes that we may not win. So if we don't win, we would have a -2 because we spent $2 and we didn't get anything back. So that would be $2 that we won't see again. Okay. All right. So using what we know from the amount of tickets that were sold, There were 1,500 tickets in this raffle. We bought one of them. So that means the probability of winning the $500 prize or the $498 would be 1 out of 1,500. Okay, you have one shot to get that first prize, which means you also have one shot to get the second prize. Okay, which also means you have one shot to get the third prize. Same for the fourth prize. Okay. So then for the chances that we don't win, okay, so if they pulled, all right, so when we left off, we were doing this last one. So if we have 4 opportunities to win, that means we have 1,496 opportunities that we could lose. So in our don't win column, we have 1,496 out of 1,500. So we're going to use this probability distribution to find our expected value. So we found the expected value of our gain, which is the dollar amounts that are left over after we've bought our ticket. We've created our probability distribution using that information to figure out the probabilities of winning the prizes and losing the prizes. And now we're going to use the distribution to determine our expected value. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our x values, just like in our formula. So E of x equals our sigma. We take our variable x, and we're going to multiply it with our probabilities. We're going to do that each time. So what that'll look like is we have 498 times our fraction 1 over 1,500. So that was the first prize. And we're going to add it to the product of the second prize with its probability. So 248 times the probability of 1 over 1,500. And we're going to do that for each one. Okay, so 148 1 over 1,500. And then we're going to do the same thing for 73. So the $73 prize, 1 over 1,500. Okay. And then we do include our loss, which is if we lose, we've spent $2 with the 1,496 chances out of 1,500 to lose the prize. Okay, so as a whole, this is what that sum looks like for our expected value. Okay. So I would pause the video right now so you can do your calculations. All right, so when we do our calculations, we found that our expected gain is negative $1.35, which means on average, you can expect to lose $1.35 for, that's not how you spell for every ticket purchased. Okay, so we will pick up tomorrow with you try and do another example.